Most people think retiring on a cruise ship is something only rich people can do. I've spent over 100 days at sea in the past year. I ran the numbers against what a retired couple in suburban Utah spends just to stay home. Cruising was cheaper. I know what you might be thinking. This channel is not about waiting until retirement. It's about living your dream life now. And here I am making a video about retiring. Here's why. The systems that allow Gary and I to travel full-time right now are the exact same systems that make retiring at sea affordable. The credit card architecture, the casino comps, the minimalist operating system, they don't stop working when you turn 65. They actually get stronger the longer you use them. So whether you're 35 and wondering whether you could do this next year, or 55 and starting to run the math, this applies to you. Let's talk money, because that's the thing everyone assumes rules this out. Here's what retirement looks like for a couple in a paid-off home in South Jordan, Utah. A real suburb with real numbers. Housing, taxes, insurance, maintenance, $700 to $1,300 a month. And that's with a paid-off house. Groceries, $700 to $1,000. Utilities, $250 to $450. Healthcare, $700 to $1,500. Transportation, $300 to $700. Entertainment and travel, $500 to $2,000 or more. The total is somewhere between $3,100 and $6,500 per month. And that's the paid-off home version. If you're renting, you can add an extra $500 to $1,000 every month. Now here's the number that surprised me. Continuous cruising, inside or balcony cabin, booked strategically, taking advantage of loyalty programs and casino comps, has run us between $1,000 and $2,400 per month for two people. That's $17 to $39 per person per day. And that's before extras like excursions, internet, drink packages, and gratuities. And when you factor in the onboard credit that we get with a lot of these casino offers, the cost drops even further. I know this sounds insane, but those are actual numbers from our cruise months. And that fare includes your cabin, your meals, your utilities, your housekeeping, your entertainment, and your transportation between cities. Let that sink in. Cruising full-time can be cheaper than staying home in a paid-off house in suburban Utah. And the upside becomes even better if you're coming from a more expensive city. And here's the part that fires me up. You don't have to wait for retirement to test this. Gary and I aren't retired. We work from the ship. I'm uploading videos, he's running his business. We're doing it right now. The Freedom Stack layers, the casino comp system, the credit card architecture, and minimalist overhead, those are what makes the numbers work. They don't care how old you are, they just work. So if you're sitting there thinking, hey, that's great, but I'm 20 years from retirement, you can try a version of this next month. 2 weeks, a repositioning cruise, see if the lifestyle fits. And honestly, running these numbers has already convinced us. Gary and I have decided that when our retirement years come, we're spending at least part of them at sea. We don't have all the details figured out, but we've done the math, we've lived life, and it works for us. Let me tell you what this is actually like. Not the brochure version, the living it version. Instead of being tied to one location, your front yard changes constantly. On my current cruise, I'm hitting Corsica, Barcelona, and Rome, all on the same itinerary. 3 countries, 3 historic cities. If you book those as separate trips, flights, hotels, restaurants, you're looking at thousands of dollars. I'm seeing all 3 for a fraction of that. You're not planning vacations anymore. Your life is the vacation. On a cruise ship, your expenses are predictable. Cabin, meals, entertainment, housekeeping, utilities, transportation between ports. It's all in one number. No property tax surprise, no water heater blowing out, no lawn to mow. Gary told me the other day that he doesn't remember the last time he mowed a yard, and he looked very happy about it. On a cruise ship, you don't cook and you don't clean. Fresh meals every day, your room cleaned daily, sometimes twice a day. No grocery shopping, no dishes. This sounds small when I say it out loud, but retirees who do this say it is one of the biggest quality of life upgrades. You spend more time living and less time maintaining. All right, now here's the part where I tell you what's actually hard about this type of life. On a cruise ship, medical care has limits. Ships have doctors, nurses, a pharmacy, basic lab testing. Good for minor illnesses, cuts, broken bones, and emergency stabilization. Not good for cancer treatment, not good for heart surgery, not good for complex ongoing care. If something serious happens, you're getting evacuated or treated at the next port. That gets expensive fast, and you need insurance for it. This lifestyle works best if you're fairly healthy going in. If you have major ongoing medical needs, the math changes. You will probably miss things at home. Birthdays, holidays, grandkids events. FaceTime helps, but it's not the same. If being physically present for family moments is non-negotiable for you, you need to weigh that honestly. On a cruise ship, you have a lot less control than you do on land. The cruise line can change itineraries. It can skip a port because of weather or local events. It can raise prices. It can alter loyalty programs. They can reassign your cabin. These things happen. I've had ports canceled. I've had schedules changed. You have to be okay going in, knowing not everything may go as planned. Also, the internet is not great. It is slow and expensive. Yes, it's better than it used to be. There used to be no internet on cruises, obviously. I'm literally uploading these videos from the cruise ship, and it takes all night, sometimes a whole day. If you need a flawless connection 24/7, this will be frustrating. Also, space is small. I live out of one suitcase. Well, and about 30% of Gary's suitcase. Even a balcony cabin is compact. Storage is limited. If you need a workshop, a garage, or just room to spread out, you won't have it here. And one more thing. The food is unlimited, and the buffet is always there. This is not the time to listen to your mom in the back of your head saying, "Get your money's worth." The gym is one deck away, but so is that soft serve machine. So let me show you the full picture side by side. Retiring in a suburb like South Jordan, Utah will cost you between $3,100 and $6,500 per month. Continuous cruising, booked strategically with casino offers for an interior or maybe even a balcony cabin, will run you somewhere between $1,000 and $3,000 per month for two people. And that's before extras. And the cruise number includes your food, utilities, entertainment, and a new place to visit outside of your door every few days. But here's the part most people never think about. If you own your home and you sell it to go full-time cruising, you unlock the equity. Say you sold your house a year ago and you walked away with $300,000 free and clear. Put that in the S&P 500. Over the last 12 months, the index is up about 19%. That's $54,000 to $60,000 from money that was just keeping a roof over your head. Now, sure, you're using that money to keep a different roof over your head, a roof that moves, a roof that takes you to Barcelona. But the difference is your money is working while you're living, instead of just sitting in drywall and property taxes. And let's not forget, when you're full-time cruising, you no longer need a car, or the lawnmower, or the furniture, or most of what's in your garage. You sell it, you simplify, your overhead drops. That's the minimalist operating system layer of the Freedom Stack doing its work. Retiring on a cruise ship is not a fantasy reserved only for rich people. The numbers work. I showed you how. And you don't even have to wait for retirement to try it out. You can try a version of this next month. If you want a full breakdown of the Freedom Stack, the system that makes these numbers work, the link is in the description. It will walk you through every layer. If this video gave you something to think about, give it a like and subscribe. See you in the next one.